Then Terry makes a horrific discovery in her home, a decomposing human head and hands in a plastic bag inside Brian's wardrobe. She rings 911 in tears and the police arrive, the whole family is waiting outside, and Brian immediately confesses to what he did. He said, "I've always wondered what murder felt like." He admitted to stabbing Warren 4 times under the highway overpass while he slept, and Warren cried out, why? Then he dismembered him, taking off the head and the hands and taking them home with him, and then he dumped the rest of the body in the river, which was when his car ended up a bit submerged in water. It turns out that he'd been planning it for over a year, scouting local homeless spots where people, local homeless people would live. He basically just looked for somebody that he thought wouldn't be noticed if they went missing. Brian had quite a dark history. He was diagnosed with ADHD at age 5, autism later on, and he also had major depression. He was actually nicknamed Dahmer in school because he was obsessed with Jeffrey Dahmer. He'd killed a cat and kept its head decomposing in his bedroom. He even had a kit ready with knives, gloves, zip ties, hammers, ready for causing harm to people or animals. During the interrogation, he casually drew a diagram of the crime scene on the wall and compared himself to notorious killers like Ed Kemper, and said that he'd read that murder was the best feeling in the world and he wanted to feel it as well. And he also had a note in his phone that described this murder as his first, so he was clearly going to go on and do this again. The trial lasted for 12 days. Brian pled not guilty by reason of insanity, blaming it on his mental illnesses and saying that he just wasn't in his right mind. But the jury rejected it, and on the 3rd of February in 2023, he was found guilty of first-degree murder and related charges, and he was sentenced to life in prison without parole, plus extra years for tampering with evidence and the body. Warren's community did not want to forget him, so they made a beautiful metal memorial statue, which was exactly in the place where the chair was that he used to sit at, and it was literally a metal chair that had a stack of books on it and birds around it and like pages blowing in the wind. It was just a really nice way for them to remember Warren. He was loved, he was missed, and his killer just underestimated that.